Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then hi, my name is Hunter and it is so nice to meet you. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing my vlog camera. I've done this before on my channel. I did it with my old vlog camera and I'm doing it with my current one now. And that's what I'm filming on right now. So if you guys are interested, then just keep on watching. The camera that I am using right now is the Canon G7X, and that is the camera that I'm going to be talking about today. So if you are not familiar with the Canon G7X, it is the camera that every single vlogger uses ever. And I got this as a graduation gift last year when I graduated from college. My parents were so kind as to gift it to me for graduation, and I am so thankful that they invested the money in for me, because I really do enjoy it. But I don't want to just sit here and tell you that I enjoy it without telling you why and the cons that come with it. So I'm just gonna start with the cons. I want to tell you guys what I don't like about it. Actually, no, I'm gonna tell you the pros and then I'll tell you what I don't like. So the number one thing that I like about it is the flip up screen, which is the point in it being such a good quality vlog camera. It has the flip up screen and it's good quality, and it's also lightweight, so it's easy to just throw in your bag and have with you no matter what. That's why it makes it so versatile and easy for vlogging. The next thing that I love about this is that it has autofocus. My DSLR that I had before that I started my YouTube channel with did not have it didn't have autofocus, and that was really dumb because then my videos were never in focus. So I appreciate the fact that this has autofocus, because I always know for the most part that I'm going to be in focus. Something else that I like about it is that it's touchscreen. The screen, you can touch it, so if something happens to be out of focus or it's focusing on something that you don't want it to, for example, if I'm trying to show you something on the screen and there's not enough of it or the object isn't big enough, then I can touch the screen and it'll focus on it. Something else that I really love about it is that it's good in low light. I just think that it appears in low light really well. I think that I don't ever really look dark. The videos they're never that dark, even when the lighting conditions are not perfect. And when you're vlogging, it's good to have something that's good in good light, but then also in bad light. And the last thing that I just really love about it, which this is probably pretty standard when it comes to cameras. However, with my last vlog camera that I had, one thing that I hated was that I could not charge the battery independently of the camera. So if I was going to charge the battery had to be inside of the camera and I had to plug the camera up, which was so inconvenient, because then if the battery died, I was going to have to wait for the battery to charge inside the camera before I could use it again. Whereas this one, I have two batteries. I always have one on the charger and I always have one in the camera. So that way, whenever this one dies, that one's ready to go, because the charger is in the wall. So I can use the camera while the battery's charging, and I couldn't do that with my other camera. It seems really simple, but because of the way that the other one was, I really appreciate the fact that this one has that. And now I want to talk to you guys about the things that I don't like about it. So, as you know, it has a flip-up screen, but the way that the flip-up screen works, I guess I'll just have to show you a picture because I don't know how to explain it. But basically, it has this thing that like moves, so when you do flip it up, it like goes back and forth. I don't know, you can change the angle a lot better. And so when you move that a lot, the screws come loose. And if you've seen a lot of YouTubers talk about how their vlog channel, or not their vlog channel, their vlog cameras have broken, it's because the screws have come loose and they didn't notice, and then it becomes really floppy. They use it all the time and then it just breaks off. The screen does, and then they have to drop $700 on a new camera. And if I made the kind of money that they did, I would probably do that too, because right now the screen on mine is cracked, but that's not the camera's fault, that's mine. That was user error. But I would probably replace it too. I mean, if you're using it all the time and it's a major source of your income, then yeah, that's a good investment for you to make. But if you're someone like me who is making $0 on YouTube, making $0 creating any kind of content, then the fact that the screws come loose so easily is really frustrating. At Christmas, I was doing Vlogmas and one of the screws came out and I noticed that it was falling out. And so, or I noticed that it had fallen out and that the screen just was not cooperating. So I had my mom take me to a store and we got an eyeglasses repair kit, and usually eyeglass repair kits run from like $1 to $3 depending on where you go. It's like $3 at the drugstore, $1 at the dollar store. And they have screws in them so you can replace them and screw them in and it's no problem. But if you don't catch it soon enough and something happens and you throw it in your bag without realizing it, then the whole thing is going to come off, and that's really annoying because it's a lot of money. It's a simple and cheap fix, but it's still really frustrating because you may not catch it in time and it may just completely ruin it. So that's one thing that I really think they need to work on, is kind of just improving the longevity of the product when they are making. So I have the Mark II, when they're making the Mark III, or if they ever do decide to come out with the Mark III, to kind of realize what their market is with this camera and kind of work on making that aspect of it better with wear, because obviously when you use stuff a lot it's going to wear down, but in the grand scheme of things I don't use my camera nearly as much as a lot of people do, and it still does that. So I don't appreciate that. It's so frustrating, and it's supposed to be something that you just throw in your bag, and that's what's good about it. That's why people love it, because you can just throw it in your bag and it does exactly what you need it to, but the fact that the screws fall out just make it really, really inconvenient. Something else that kind of is annoying to me is that as I have been using this just over time, the autofocus mechanism has gotten slower, and I assume that's just with wear and tear. Again, this is something I think they need to work on in the next model that they come out with, is just to improve the longevity of the product. So like I said, the autofocus mechanism kind of has slowed down over time. I'm sure you've seen a lot of YouTubers who talk about how their camera has just lost autofocus a lot, and it still does the autofocus, but at times it does it a lot slower than I really need it to, because if I'm vlogging and I'm trying to catch something in the moment and it doesn't autofocus, then that clip is essentially no good because you can't see anything. So I would just appreciate if the autofocus didn't slow down, because I've only had this camera for about a year now, and I feel like it should probably last me a little bit longer than that, especially when you're investing $800 in a point-and-shoot camera when you could invest in a beginner DSLR for the same price. This is kind of like a pro and a con at the same time. It doesn't have interchangeable lenses, and I like that it's just a simple point-and-shoot camera that you can just turn it on, you can zoom in, you don't have to change the lenses, you don't have to keep up with anything, and you know it's gonna zoom and you know it's gonna have like the angle that you want it to. However, I have watched a lot of YouTube videos recently where they have had their wider angle lenses, and I really like the look of that because you can really see the environment that someone is in, and I think it really enhances the video and the production quality when you can see so much, especially in a vlog style video. However, I think that the fact that it doesn't have interchangeable lenses means you can't make the angle wider when it's completely zoomed out, and so there's that. But it's also good because you don't have to keep up with them, and again, it's kind of like weighing the pros and cons. When you have those interchangeable lenses, it's like you have to keep up with them. Not only that, but you have to worry about switching them out and making sure that you have the right one on there, and then if you do have a wide angle lens on there, do you want to have that as an option? Because when this one, it closes, when you just put it in your bag, it closes, the lens goes backwards into the camera and it's completely hidden away, and in the other ones it kind of protrudes. I can throw this one in my pocket of some jeans, the back pocket, not the front pocket. I mean, it's really bulky when I do that and it doesn't look good, but you can't do that at all with another one, with one that has interchangeable lenses. So it's really whatever you kind of consider more valuable. I like that I don't have to keep up with extra lenses, but at the same time I do wish it had that as an option. I don't know, just to add something to give it a little bit more of a wider angle. So that is really all I have for today's video. That is a comprehensive review of the Canon G7X, which is what you're watching me on right now. Well, you're actually watching me on a computer, or a phone or something like that, but it's what I'm filming on. It's not really a comprehensive review because I am not a tech reviewer. Although somehow that's the most viewed video on my channel. I am not a tech reviewer. Hi Mason. I'm uncomfortable now. Can you go away? Is that all you wanted to do, is come tell me hi?
And ask about dinner?
Oh, you could have texted me.
Well, I wanted to come hug you.
I was interrupted by my husband. That was Mason. Love him. Anyway, I'm not a tech reviewer, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful coming from the average Joe, myself. And I hope that you guys will subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!